Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. I apologize for not being here, but I did have to take my son to a doctor's appointment. So we are going to do a couple things today in class. So the first thing that you should have done is you should have turned in your homework to the back table. And when you are back there, you also should have picked up a yellow journalism worksheet, which is going to look like number 5, yellow journalism, in the module 6 Blackboard folder. I do suggest that you actually do open up the electronic copy of the worksheet because the graphics are a little bit easier on the electronic copy, so you can make it bigger or smaller so that you can read different things. So what this worksheet is we are just going to take a look at yellow journalism. When we talked about it on Friday in class when we took notes, but William Randolph Hearst and Joseph Pulitzer are going to be involved in creating all kinds of fake news about the Spanish-American War and about all kinds of other events that have been going on in this time period, trying to get people to buy their newspapers. And again, their newspapers are going to be on sale in the morning, in the afternoon, and also in the evening. So we're going to take a look at 3 headlines that were actually published in one of the newspapers or the other that dealing with major events. So our first one is going to be about the destruction of the USS Maine. So you're going to take a look at that. And again, it might be better and easier if you make it bigger so you can see some of the words that are going to be there. And then you're going to answer letters A, B, and C about that article. Then you're also going to do the second one, which is about what the naval officers think happened to the Maine. And then you're going to answer questions A, B, and C. And then you are going to do the last one, again, about the Maine, and then answer questions A, B, and C. Now, let's just take a look at the questions themselves. It says, what does the headline make you think happened? So the headline is what's in bold. So what does that bolded word, what does it make you think actually happened? The second one, B, says what evidence exists to suggest that the headline is truthful. So this is basically somebody saying, this is what I actually saw. This is what actually happened. And then the next one is the headline truthful or not? And this is where some people might be giving their opinion or where some people might not actually have evidence of an event actually happening, but they're making assumptions about the event. So those are the type of words that you're looking for. I think, I may have saw, I could have been convinced, that kind of stuff. So again, the is it truthful or not is looking for assumptions or looking for opinions if it is not truthful. If the whole entire thing is all facts, pure facts that can be looked up and proved, then it is going to be something that is going to be truthful. Okay? So that's number 1. So when you're done with A, B, and C, you're going to turn them into the back table. In the meantime, you also should be receiving a paper that has your name on it, and this is going to be our yellow journalism project, and we're going to start the project today. So if you go back to Blackboard and you click the link that is directly right under the one we were just at, yellow journalism project in rubric, and you're going to open that up. So basically what it is taking a look at the political, economic, and social changes that occurred because of the Second Industrial Revolution and the Progressive Era, and how that is going to influence all of us, and how that influence can be seen with what was actually written in the newspapers. And again, a lot of times the newspapers are going to be using fake news in order to do that. So you have been lucky enough to be chosen as a newspaper reporter. You're an investigative reporter, and you are going to be investigating some major events that are going on in this time period with the job of writing an article, a yellow journalism article about the event. So what you're going to do is I will give you the paper, or somebody in the class is going to pass out your paper. Your paper has your name on it, and then there are topics underneath your name. that is a topic that you are going to be doing for your Yellow Journalism project. So you are going to create a headline. You're going to create a name of a newspaper. You're going to create a headline, and you're going to write a short article about that newspaper to attract readers. Your article needs to be at least 2 paragraphs long. It should contain background information about the event, and I'll explain that in a minute. It's going to create a fictional character. It is a fictional character. So that means you are making up the character in your story. It does not exist. Once you create your fictional character, you will then create a fictional event that happened to that character. Your fictional event is based on your background research. Your background research is the questions that are located on the paper that you've just received with your name and the topic on it. So, if I had received the topic that said Klondike Gold Rush, I would click this link here and it would take me to the actual Klondike Gold Rush. I would then read the information and answer the questions about the Klondike Gold Rush. After that, So after I read the information about the Klondike Gold Rush, I then can answer the questions that are located on my paper. And then when I'm done with those questions, then is the time that I actually will start to make up my fictional character, and I would then make up my fictional event and write my story. So what does my story have to have? If you go back here and we'll take a look at the rubric real quick, I have to have a title of the publication. That is a title of the newspaper. Like the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, I need to have a title. I need to have a title of the article that is obviously going to be an exaggeration of what actually happened. I need the article itself, and please again, make sure it is 2 paragraphs. I did change it from last semester from 4 sentences. So it is 2 paragraphs that you are expected to write. You need to have 2 inventions inside of your article. The inventions are going to be connected to whatever event that has allowed your event to happen. Or you could have 2 laws that allowed your event to happen, or you could have a combination of 1 law and 1 article, or 1 invention and 1 law. Then you need to have a picture that's related to your topic, and that is it. Okay, so I will collect this all, and you're going to print your articles out. Do not share them with Google. I would like you to print your finished articles out, and you're going to turn them in with the worksheet that has those questions on it based on your topic. You're going to turn in the worksheet and your printed article when you walk in the door on Thursday. Okay, so you have the rest of the period today to, number 1, finish the Yellow Journalism worksheet. That is going to be examples of what happened from the actual newspapers during the time period. You're going to turn that in before you leave. You are then going to start working on your Yellow Journalism project and answer the questions there. And then once you're done, you can start working on your fictional character and article. I will give you guys a little bit of time to work on it tomorrow, probably about 20 minutes, and then the rest of it will have to be done at a class. Okay? All right, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, have a good day.